हेलो फ्रेंड्स, हम यहाँ ये वीडियो में 9th के थ्योरम पढ़ेंगे, दैट इज मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम। सो क्या बोलता है मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम? व्हाट इज स्टेटमेंट ऑफ दैट मिड पॉइंट थ्योरम? दैट लाइन सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग द मिड पॉइंट्स ऑफ द टू साइड ऑफ अ ट्रायंगल इज पैरेलल टू द थर्ड साइड एंड हाफ ऑफ द थर्ड साइड। सो इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये ट्रायंगल है ABC, M and N are the midpoints. M and N are the midpoints given in triangle ABC. M is midpoint of AB and N is midpoint of AC. Then you have to prove that this line segment joining the midpoints of two sides means what? Mn is a line segment joining the midpoint of two sides. So Mn is parallel to the third side and half of the third side. It means that you have to prove Mn is parallel to BC and Mn is half of BC. मतलब Mn जब दो साइड के मिड पॉइंट पे ज्वाइन हो रहा है, वो सेगमेंट है Mn, तो Mn क्या होना चाहिए? थर्ड साइड दैट इज BC को पैरेलल भी होना चाहिए और उसका हाफ भी होना चाहिए. सो Mn is parallel to BC and Mn is half of BC. You have to prove. For that we have to construct something, that is extend ray Mn up to R. Extend ray Mn up to R such that Mn is equals to Nr. Mn जो है आपका Nr से इक्वल है and join RC and join RC. For that अब देखो प्रूफ कैसे होगा. हमको यहाँ क्या क्या दिखाई दे रहा है? This is equal to this, this is equal to this because N is the midpoint and this is vertically opposite angles. Means triangles are going to be congruent. तो ले लेते हैं पहले वो. In triangle ANM and triangle RNC. In triangle ANM and triangle RNC, AN is equals to NC because N is midpoint of AC. उसके बाद में this angle ANM, angle ANM is equals to CNR, angle CNR because it is vertically opposite angle. उसके बाद में this Mn is equals to Nr. Mn is equals to Nr. This is from construction. If this happens, then triangle ANM is congruent to triangle RNC by SAS test. As triangles congruent, corresponding parts are equal. Therefore, this angle side AM is equals to RC. AM is equals to RC, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. If AM is equals to RC, we know that AM equals to MB. In third point, we will write down AM equals to MB because M is midpoint of AB. So from 2 and 3, AM is AM is equals to RC, AM is equals to MB. It means that this both are equal to the same thing, so they are equal to one another. it means that RC is equals to MB from 2 and 3. Once this is equal to this, we know that this angle is equal to this angle. लिख लेते हैं हम फिफ्थ पॉइंट में, एंगल NMA is equals to angle NRC, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. If this is equal to this, these are alternate type of angles, and if alternate type of angles are equal, then lines are parallel. It means that AB is parallel to RC. Therefore, AB parallel to RC. As alternate angles are equal, lines are parallel. If that is AB parallel to RC, it means that MB is also parallel to RC. MB parallel to RC. MB parallel to RC दिया है, मिल गया, और मिला क्या था, MB is equals to RC, and MB is equals to RC from fourth. So अब देखिए quadrilateral BCRM में one pair of opposite side is parallel as well as equal, then quadrilateral is parallelogram. Therefore, quadrilateral BCRM is parallelogram, as one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. अगर ये पैरेललोग्राम है तो opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal, what it means that in the sixth point, this opposite sides are parallel also. It means that MR is parallel to BC. MR parallel to BC. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. Then if MR is parallel to BC, it means that MN is also parallel to BC. That is, MN is parallel to BC. हमको जो फर्स्ट चाहिए था वो मिल गया. अब सेकंड निकालने के लिए इन द सेवेंथ पॉइंट, दिस MR is equals to BC. MR is equals to BC. Why? Because they are opposite sides of parallelogram are equal, and it is given that from the construction Mn is equals to Nr. It means that Mn is half of Mr, but Mn is half of Mr. Why? This is from construction. From construction. If Mn is half of Mr, it means that Mn is half of, as Mr is equals to BC, therefore Mn is half of BC. Hence the proof. Midpoint of AB. M is midpoint of AB and N is midpoint of DC. Then जब हम A को N से ड्रॉ करते हैं और N को C से ड्रॉ करेंगे, जब इसको ड्रॉ करेंगे तो this is P and this is Q. So this AN and CM trisects BD, ये प्रूव करना है. ट्राइसेक्ट मतलब तीन इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहा है. इट मीन्स दैट DP इक्वल टू PQ इक्वल टू QB. टू प्रूव DP इक्वल्स टू PQ इक्वल्स टू QB. अब प्रूफ देखिए जरा. फर्स्ट पॉइंट में we know that M is the midpoint of AB, so half of AB is AM. ये कॉन्सेप्ट दिमाग में पहले से आना चाहिए. और DC का हाफ जो ये हाफ रहेगा वो NC रहेगा. तो if this is equal to this, because AB is equal to DC and AB is parallel to DC, so AM is parallel to NC. One pair of opposite side is parallel as well as equal, so quadrilateral will be parallelogram. तो वो उतना लिख लेते हैं पहले. This AB is equals to DC. Opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. उसके बाद में सेकेंड पॉइंट में half of AB equals to half of DC, multiplying half on both sides. क्या किया, हाफ हमने दोनों साइड में मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. हाफ ऑफ AB is AM and half of DC is NC. Why? Because M is midpoint of AB and N is midpoint of DC. उसके बाद में this AM is parallel to NC. AM is parallel to NC because AB is parallel to DC. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. क्या मिला हमको? This AM is equals to NC. AM is parallel to NC means one pair of opposite side is parallel as well as equal. इसका मतलब ये है कि quadrilateral जो फॉर्म होगा वो आपका parallelogram होगा. It means that quadrilateral AMCN is parallelogram. One pair of opposite side is parallel and equal, therefore it is parallelogram. अगर वो parallelogram है तो opposite sides are parallel. It means that AN is parallel to MC. AM is parallel to MC. Opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. इतना मिलने के बाद में जब ये मिल गया तो आगे का इजी हो जाता है. कैसे, अब देखते हैं. सेवेंथ पॉइंट में इन ट्रायंगल DQC, इन ट्रायंगल DQC, N is midpoint of DC. N is midpoint of DC. This is what given. NDC का midpoint है and NP is parallel to CQ. NP is parallel to CQ. Q है because since AN is parallel to MC. So this is a line segment starting from the midpoint of the one side parallel to another side, then it bisects the third side. It means that ये क्या कर रहा है, थर्ड साइड इसका एक DQ है उसको बाइसेक्ट कर रहा है, मतलब टू इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रहा है. देयरफॉर DP is equal to PQ, equal to PQ by converse of midpoint theorem. By converse of midpoint theorem. अब वैसे ही जैसे ये लिया in triangle DQC, we will take triangle ABP. In triangle ABP, M is the midpoint of AB. M is midpoint of AB. This is given value. So this is a line segment starting from the midpoint of the one side, and MQ is parallel to AP. MQ is parallel to AP since AN is parallel to MC. AN जो था MC को पैरेलल था, तो MQ is parallel to AP. So this is a line segment. MQ is a line segment starting from the midpoint of the one side, parallel to second side, then it bisects the third side. Therefore, PQ is equals to QB by converse of midpoint theorem. अभी from this and this क्या मिलता है हमको 9th point में? DP equal to PQ and PQ equals to QB. So PQ is equals to QB. This is from 7th and 8th. 7th and 8th. Quadrilateral ABCD. P is midpoint of AB. P is midpoint of AB. Q is midpoint of BC. R is midpoint of CD. And S is midpoint of AD. Then you have to prove this SR is parallel to AC. We will draw AC also. You have to prove that SR is parallel to AC. डायरेक्टली लिख देता हूँ एक कि हाँ क्वाड्रिलेटरल PQRS इस पैरेललोग्राम. PQRS क्या प्रूव करना है हमको? पैरेललोग्राम प्रूव करना है. प्रूफ. अब देखिए जरा, इन ट्रायंगल ABC, इन ट्रायंगल ABC, ये ट्रायंगल में ABC ट्रायंगल में P is the midpoint of AB. P is midpoint of AB. ये given है. And Q is midpoint of BC. This is also given value. So these are this PQ is a line segment joining midpoint of the two sides of a triangle. In triangle ABC, this PQ is a line segment joining the midpoint of the two sides of a triangle. So this will be parallel to the third side and it will be half of the third side. It means that PQ is parallel to AC. Therefore, PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is half of AC. This is by midpoint theorem. अब ये होने के बाद में सेकेंड पॉइंट में, जैसे ये हमने प्रूव किया सेकेंड पॉइंट में, इन ट्रायंगल ADC, इन ट्रायंगल ADC, S is midpoint of AD. S is midpoint of AD and R is midpoint of CD. These are given values. So this is a line segment joining the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. So it is parallel to the third side and half of the third side. It means SR is a line segment joining the midpoint of AD and DC. So this will be parallel to the third side, means SR will be parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. Therefore, SR is parallel to AC and SR is half of AC. This is again by midpoint theorem. अब इससे हमको क्या मिला देखते हैं. थर्ड पॉइंट में from 1 and 2, PQ parallel to AC, SR parallel to AC, it means that PQ parallel to SR. मतलब SR AC को पैरेलल था, PQ भी AC को पैरेलल था, तो SR is parallel to PQ. And again PQ is half of AC, SR is half of AC, PQ half of AC, SR half of AC, means these two things are half of the same thing, so they are equal to one another. It means that PQ is equals to SR. PQ equal to SR, PQ is Parallel to SR means one pair of opposite side is parallel as well as equal. So quadrilateral is parallelogram. Therefore, quadrilateral PQRS is parallelogram as one pair of opposite side are equal and parallel.